So recording. Hello, Sestras. Welcome to Sestra Now's Workshop Wednesday. We are joining, we're Michelle Druitt, one of our Sestras and one of our Pride members, is joining us tonight, and others will jump on. We're going to do this by Zoom, and we are being recorded. And so our Workshop Wednesday topic tonight is on the subject of the top 3 reasons people don't support your business. So let's just jump right in. Michelle, you want to say hi?
Hi. Good evening,
Okay,
everybody.
we're going to make this very informal, and anyone else that decides to jump on, they can join in the discussion. But I have prepared something, and let's just jump right in, and then we'll get to those 3 reasons. Okay.
Okay.
So what should it take for a woman to support another woman's business for free? That was something, a question that I put out there in our Sestra Now private group, as well as in other groups, right? So
Yes.
in complete transparency, I ponder the answer to this question for completely selfish reasons. As you may have already guessed, I have a business that I'm promoting that requires support from women, right?
Exactly.
That being said, let's first define support. Support
Yes.
could be defined as purchasing a product or service, promoting a woman's services by sharing it, on or responding to her social media posts by sharing it on your own social media platform, or
Mm.
responding to her social media post with a reaction or a comment. Another way you can support a woman's business is by investing in her business by providing monetary support via a loan or other financial gift that she can use to further her business.
Mm-hmm.
A little about my story. I'm a serial entrepreneur and co-founder of Sestra Now, right? I like the entrepreneur. I have an entrepreneur desire to have a successful business by society standards, right? This means a business that serves a need by providing some sort of service or product to consumers. So most of you know, Sestra Now has launched an app for women, as you know, Michelle knows very
Wonderful.
well.
Yes.
And in
I know
marketing
very well.
this app on social media into friends and family, my co-founder and I, and Michelle, one of our Pride members, we pondered this question: why is it so hard to get women to support another woman's business if it is free to do so? So I posted this question, and I will share later some of the answers, right?
Mm-hmm.
At this point, and Michelle, do you want to share anything, or do you want me to continue? And then what we could do is, at the end, we could just have a discussion about whatever I present. Should I just finish my presentation, or do you want to have
That's up
something
to
to
you.
add to what
I
I've
mean,
said?
you can let me know when I can jump in, or.
Okay, all right. So let me finish my presentation, and then
Okay.
we're going to go through some of the comments, and then you and I will just chat, right? Okay.
Okay. Wonderful.
So, Michelle and everyone listening, I don't know if you saw this post in our group. There was a random post that I found, and I shared in the group. So the post was entitled, "Why People Actually Buy From You." Right. And I want to give credit to the person that did this survey, so to speak. Right. So Usama bin Miskin, an international business coach and consultant, wrote, there are 4 ways he split up the reason, and he
Mm.
broke it out 100%, right?
Okay.
So he broke it out in 4 ways. He says 30% trust, 40% he allocated to your sales skills, 10% to social proof, and 20% to your offer. So again, so what this international successful business coach says, why people actually buy from you is 30% their trust in you, 40% your sales skills, 10% social proof, and 20% your offer. So that's what he says, right? So I
Mhm.
am going to go through the 3 reasons based on my experience and my research. Some of it is in line with what this international successful coach said, and some of it is
Mhm.
not. It's based on my experience and
Mhm.
definitely in my promotion of this app, the app that we have, the Session Now app for women, is a marketplace for the business products and services of women. So this is for any woman, any culture, whether you have a business or you don't have a business. What we did was create a what we believe is a safe online platform for women to connect and support each other. And we have a
Right.
marketplace for the business products and services of women. Okay. So, based on my experience and the responses that I received to my question, what should it take for a woman to support another woman's business for free? I break it down. These are the 3 reasons. Number one, you have an unclear message, or your ask or call to action is unclear. So that
Okay.
means basically the ask should be clear and not complicated to perform. So for example, and then Michelle, I'll let you jump in and we can discuss this. Number one reason, right? If you're promoting something, a business, product, or service, and you're finding that you're not getting a response, the reason could be they just don't understand what you're selling,
That's
what your
true. Yeah.
product or service is, or they're not responding because they don't know what you want them to do. For example, based on my experience, and I'll let Michelle share, based on my experience, we get a lot of confused responses to just a simple question. So I believe that the reason that my post that said, what should it take for a woman to support another woman's business, may have received, which you're going to see the answers later. I'm going to tell you the
Mhm.
answers that I received to that question. It may have received unclear and confused responses that were not directly responsive to my
Mhm.
question because my question wasn't clear. Like the way I phrased it went over someone's head, or it just was not clear to them. And
Mhm.
why we're not getting the response that we probably expected by now with our app is because the promotion material that we're using is not um, clear to them. What is this app for? What is the
Right.
purpose of it? Right.
Mhm.
I would think maybe
Yes.
that is a reason. So, Michelle, you want to give your input? We're going to move on to the other 2. But for now, on what I'm discussing, the unclear message or call to action, Michelle, if you want to,
Well, you
chime
know
in
what?
on that.
What I honestly believe is, if you are an entrepreneur, which most of us that network together are, if you're an entrepreneur, by now you should have a clear understanding of the language. And so with that
Okay.
being said, okay, I remember one response where and by the way, I know that young lady. I know her personally. And you when we were talking about the app and talking about that, I don't think it's that they don't understand. Too. But then again, when you read the responses, you're like, huh? Because you know what it is? You know what it is? They're not listening. They're not listening, they're paying attention. You know why? Because they're so busy trying to sell you something. See,
Mm.
when we are, and this is one thing, entrepreneurs, when we're focused, when we get focused on something, man, because we know being an entrepreneur is not easy. And like I've heard a couple of times, it's not for punks. So
Mm.
I believe honestly that a lot of entrepreneurs, their mindset is to sell, 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 sell. An entrepreneur is someone that solves a problem, that has a solution. That's what entrepreneur, in my opinion, is. It's not somebody that's going to sell you, sell you, sell you, sell you. It's somebody that has the answer to your problem, the solution. So now with that being said,
Okay.
I
It's
saw,
to
I
this
saw,
particular part, because we're going to get
right,
onto the next two reasons, but it's to
right,
this unclear message or unclear call to action.
right,
I'm looking for your perspective.
right here. The I don't believe that the call to action is unclear in the context that you put it. What would it take? I mean, if just like if you were on a live and you said, "Well, ladies, what would it take for you to support another woman's business?" But see, I honestly believe that I don't want to say people don't comprehend. I can't exactly put my finger on it other than it's the mindset. They're looking for somebody to say, um, yes, I'll buy your product. So everything else is kind of like goes over their head. They're listening, they're not listening, they're not paying attention. They don't understand that this is a process. So the mindset is honestly what I believe is keeping them from comprehending what what you're saying, what you're presenting. They're not listening. They're listening for what? A sale. They're not listening for solutions.
What
They're
about
listening for
Michelle?
sales.
What about non-business owners? Let's just say if you're not selling anything, let's just say a non-business owner, right?
Uh,
What about from the perspective of someone they don't have a business and you're promoting your product or service? Do you think then that it's an unclear message why people may not jump to buy your product or to support an app? Like, because on our app in particular, it's absolutely free for anyone else to jump on and support.
right.
But so maybe the message is not clear.
Well, you know what? Maybe for somebody that is not an entrepreneur, and I know, and this is what I honestly believe. Right now, right now, the promoting of the marketplace. But let's just say, okay, let's just say we want to target people that don't have businesses, women that don't have businesses. And so, with that being said, what subjects are women interested in? Fashion,
Mm-hmm.
parenting, men, relationships, and
Mm-hmm.
things of that nature. So, I mean, when you're presenting the app to them, let them know, listen, ladies, this is a safe space. We can talk about anything you want to talk about. And then you know what, too? This is a thing, too. Because, see, with some people, you have to plant the seed. Say, we can talk about sex, parenting. You have to give them, you have to be specific and not be vague. You have to tell. So, you know, it's just like, it's like leading a child by the hand.
Mm.
It amounts to the same thing. They have to, they have to see it. Okay, ladies, today we're going to talk about relationships. Everybody will break their neck for that. Relationships are
Okay.
important to us. Relationships are important to us. Or, you know, too, another thing that I find that we all pay attention to is celebrity gossip. Uh, uh, uh,
Mm.
and of course, fashion. See, what we have to do is present to them things that they are interested in. Fashion, celebrity, like I said, celebrity
We're going to
gossip.
get to number two and three. So let me
Okay,
ask you a question. Let's get off of the app because this is not all about why people are not signing up for the app or anything. What
okay.
about I know that you, right? So to promote what you sell these wonderful bra products, right? You give
Mhm.
women new life um
Absolutely.
to throw out that bra, right? And
Mhm.
get and go with Ruby Ribbon with this fascinating product, right? To relieve
Right,
them
yeah.
of the stress of these bras, which we all need, right? So, do you think that your message is clear? Like what do you think? Do you think that your message is clear? You're selling your bras or your awesome families, right? It's a
Mhm.
special needs travel agency, which is amazing. Everybody
Thank
must
you.
check out Michelle's awesome families and her Ruby Ribbon product. Both can be found on our app for women at suchternow.com. You can download the app. Nonetheless,
I
okay.
love it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
I
it.
know, I know. I did it. I
See,
did it.
see,
but
see. I
but
love it. I love.
right. But do you think that your message for both of your products is clear? Your ask is clear.
Right. It's crystal clear. even with it being crystal clear, I mean, crystal clear, my question is, why do you hate your bra? Because I know 80% of women hate their bras. So I just asked them why they hate it. And you get a long list. So why am I not making $600,000 a year like some of the other stylists?
So
I
let's
have the
finish.
answer to that.
Let,
I
let's
have the answer
finish.
to that. Okay,
Let's go to number
let's finish
2
it.
and 3.
Okay, yeah. Well, no, the message is crystal clear. Ditch your bra.
Okay.
That's it. Ditch it. It's painful. It's uncomfortable. Ditch it.
All right. Okay. So let's move on, and we're gonna have some time to just chat a little bit. But let's move on to reason number 2. So the reason number 1 why people don't support your business, we stated, is unclear message or ask or call to action. It is not clear what you're asking them to do, or
Okay.
it is complicated to perform. Let's just say, for example, getting back
Yeah,
to
I
the
like
app,
that.
or
Uh-huh.
your bra, or your awesome families. How it would be complicated to perform is that they don't know. I don't make it clear where you download the app, or if they go to download the app, they're having issues with it, or
Right.
they don't know where to go to find your bras. They don't know where to go or what to do when they get to your awesome families website, because you don't how they book a trip is not clear. So what the message here for number 1, make it very clear what your message is and
Crystal.
what you want them to do, and make sure
Right.
that they can do it easy.
Right.
That's the
Absolutely.
message here. Number
That's the
1,
message.
make it
Got it.
clear
Make it
what
clear.
your product or service is, what you want them to do, and then
Right.
make
Yeah.
it easy for them to
Make it
do
easy.
it.
That's 2 steps. It's very simple. And you have some very valid points. So now what's next?
Number 2,
Yeah.
the number 2 reason, the drum roll, the number 2 reason that people don't support your business is there's no value in it to them. They don't see the value in your
Value.
product
And
or
I said that to
service,
you before. Yes.
or
Yes.
they don't need it at the net, to say they won't need it later, but they don't need it at this time. So
At
that's
this
a
time.
reason they may skip right past your social media posts. They may not attend your Zoom marketing
Right.
meeting where they can find out more about it. They don't go to your website to buy it. Maybe in this situation, going back to our app, they don't find value in that. They don't have a business. So to
Right.
them, it may be, well, this seems like something that's
For
for
a business
business
owner. So
owners.
yeah. Right. Exactly.
So I don't want
Exactly.
to be bothered, or I'm not interested in shopping,
Right.
or I
Picture
just
that.
don't want to talk to women like that. I'm not interested in connecting safely with
That's
women
true
in a
too.
space because I don't do social media.
Right. That's absolutely true. Those are all very valid points and very valid reasons. Very, very, very valid. So my question to them is, then why are you on a social media platform? What is your purpose for being on there? No, seriously. Now, okay, all of these social media platforms, they have a variety of things going on. Now, let's just say somebody is trying to find, everybody is there for a reason. I don't care what they said or what they told you there. They're looking for something. Because
Yes.
if they did, they could watch Blue Bloods like I'm trying to do. I could watch this all day. They are looking for something, and like you say, they might see something, but now how do I get it? The message is unclear, or it might be too complicated. With Ruby Ribbon, measure yourself. We will show you how to measure yourself. I have videos showing you how to measure yourself, but a lot of women don't want to measure themselves. They want to come in and tell me, I wear 38 triple D. And I explained to them, I said, you know what? And therein lies the problem. The problem is we don't go by cup size. See, so you have to be very, like you said, and that's a very good point. You have to be crystal clear so that there's no misunderstanding, there's no mistaking what the message is. Your bra is uncomfortable. Your bra is not giving you the support that you need. This is what you need to do. And we
Yes.
have Ruby Ribbon is amazing. Now, Awesome Families is something different. And because I know people, you know what I did? And this is moving forward. If you notice, ask a question.
Hmm.
Keep asking questions. Because if you just put a statement up there, like if I put up bras and stuff like that, they ignore that because we got to make it about them and not about
Okay.
us. We got to make it about them.
Hmm.
What can I do for you? What are you interested in? See, if you sat down and everybody wants to be interviewed, everybody wants to find out what's in their best interest. So this is why we ask them the question, just like when we put up the post about the app. Or let's say, this is great. Sestra Now, like I wrote today, Sestra Now is more than what is an outstanding opportunity or phenomenal opportunity, or it's more than that. But even if you say that, then they'll ask themselves the question, well, what is this all about? It's an amazing opportunity. It's more than an amazing opportunity. Now, it's a vague enough statement so that they're going to ask questions. It's also directing it at them. See, the thing about it is we got to keep putting the ball back in their court. I saw your comment on when somebody asked you, well, why should I download the app? See, that's what we want. That's what we want, because we can tell them this app is for all women, whether you are an entrepreneur, whether you are a stay-at-home mom.
Hmm.
We have everything here for you. Name it. And you know what? If we don't have it, we'll make it.
All right. It's already 7:20, so let's keep going on to number 3. So at the end, I will recite the 3 reasons, but so now we had unclear message, there's no value. Number 3, no trust or brand
Yeah,
recognition. You do not have any current or prior relationship with the person or that audience. You do not have a presence on the internet or otherwise, if for some reason
absolutely.
your reputation is not good.
Right.
Okay, so 2 parts to that. No trust or brand recognition. But if you do have the brand recognition, it's that for some reason your reputation is not good, right? So you don't have any relationship. So I hear this a lot. People will buy from or listen to those people who they know.
Right, know, and trust.
Yes. So you got it. That's number 3. These are the 3 top reasons. Unclear message, there's no value in it, or there's no interest in whatever is the product or service, period.
Mm-hmm.
Or they just don't trust you or know who you are. Your
Right.
brand is not recognized. So
Exactly.
they just keep on going. So those to me are the 3 top reasons. But we're going to move on because there are some other reasons. Okay.
Okay. Oh, I can't
Those
wait
to
to hear
me
what
are the
these are.
3 top.
Those are the 3 top.
All right, so let's go on to some other reasons that I came up with, and then I'm going to read out some of the comments that I
Okay.
received from different sestras and others outside of our group and other groups that I went to and asked this question, okay? So another reason, so we have the top 3, but let's
Mm-hmm.
move on. There's number 4, they just don't have any money to buy your product or service.
Absolutely.
That's the
Absolutely.
reason that if I was a billionaire, I would buy all you guys' products and services
Yep. And
all
I
day,
would
every
too.
day.
That reason needs to be in the top, one of the top reasons.
You think
That
so?
is, yep, it's the financial struggle. A lot of us are struggling financially.
Yeah,
And one of the things we have to show them is that you can support a business without spending any money.
exactly. But we went into that, right?
We went into that,
At
yeah.
the top, support, when we define support, is purchasing the product or is promoting a woman's product or services by
Absolutely.
sharing it or just reacting, liking or
Right.
commenting on the post. How about that?
That's right. That makes absolute sense. That makes absolute sense.
Okay,
You know,
so
we're gonna get to the bottom of this if it's the last.
okay, so number 4. Okay, now that was number 4, no money. Number 5, no time. The amount of time investment is a problem. Like if you require support in attending this workshop Wednesday tonight, You and I are on here, right? There are others that may not be able to because, of course, we're an international group and they're sleeping, or
Right,
there are others that are just getting home from work and they just
right.
cannot jump on, or they're
Yeah,
making dinner for their kids, or the time their time is just better served doing something else that they
yes.
want to do. What do you think
Yep.
about that one?
I absolutely agree. And I'm a prime example because my time seems to be when everybody is asleep. I should be living in Europe somewhere because when everybody is asleep, I'm wide awake like it's 12 o'clock in the day at 2 o'clock in the morning. So now you know what? Now by this time, I'm usually asleep because I'm up at 4 o'clock in the morning. And then today I had to take the captain to his program. I do all of my best stuff in the wee hours of the morning. The
Mm-hmm.
only reason why I'm not asleep now is because I forced myself to stay awake for this. I got dressed. I had to see once I get dressed, then I'm not gonna lay down and get comfortable. But it's about time management as well.
I appreciate that you took the
Yeah.
time to jump on
No,
here
no,
with
no,
me.
absolutely. Because you know what? And I've been hearing this for years, and it's true. Um, I don't like saying it much because I'm included. We make time for the things we want to do, and for the things
Woo,
we don't, we make excuses.
woo.
Now, is that all the time? I wouldn't say all the time, but I would say 95% of the time. But see, for me, if I don't want to do something, I'll just say, you know what? No, thank you. And you
Yes,
better not ask me why.
and that's
'Cause
okay.
I get very testy. Depends on who it is. I feel like you're questioning my integrity. If I say, you know, well, no, I can't make it today, but keep me in the loop. One person said,
All
well,
right.
why can't you make it
Thelma
today?
is here. Thelma, you're here? You're in that
Yes.
Zoom?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear
Good,
you,
Miss
Thelma.
Thelma. Hi, Miss T.
Hi.
All right, all right. So, Thelma, did you hear the reason? So far, we're up to not we stopped. We did the top three, but now we're moving on to number 5, I think it is. Do you want me to reshare the top three with you?
Yeah, quickly. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd love to
All
have a
Yeah.
right.
picture of
So
you too.
this is what we ran down. Of course, the topic is why
Right.
people may not be supporting your business, right? Number one, we said is there's an unclear message or call to action. The
Right.
ask is not clear or it's
Right.
complicated to perform the
Right.
ask. Number
Okay.
two, there's no value to them. They do
Right.
not see the value in your product or service, or they just don't
Right.
need it at this time.
Okay.
Then number three, no trust or brand recognition. You don't
Right.
have a current or previous relationship with that person or audience,
Right.
or you have a bad reputation. You did
Okay.
something for some reason, your reputation is not good, so that's why they're not supporting you. All right.
Okay.
That's three. Then we moved on to number four. They just don't have the money.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
Number five, there's no time. So they don't have the time to invest in whatever it is that may require them to spend some time.
Okay.
All right. So now we're going to move on to the next one in the last one. Before I move on to comments that I received on some social media posts where I asked this question: what will it take for a woman to support
Right.
another woman's business? So the
Right.
last one, reason is there is competition there,
Right.
Okay.
right? Let's just say, for like we were talking about, Michelle sells bras, right, through
Yeah.
Ruby Ribbon, and she
Right.
also has Awesome Families, special needs travel agency. All can be found on our app.
Right.
And Thelma,
Right.
what product or service do you sell?
I sell cakes. I sell skincare, and I sell gift bags.
Okay, all right. And Thelma, I know you're on our app as well.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I'm not sure if you created your profile or not,
Yes.
but anyone that's listening at this video, you can find Thelma's cakes in her jewelry and her skincare on the Sestra Now app for women.
Exceptional.
You
That's right.
you can find Michelle's special needs travel, not a for-profit organization, and support her or support special needs family travel by buying a special, by donating monies so
Mhm.
a family can go and travel with them. It's just amazing. Check out her website on the
Okay.
Sessional app. This is what the app is all about. So,
Right.
so that being said, we covered some of these reasons why someone may not be supporting your business. So I'm going to go through some of the responses that I received on a post. The post asked,
Right.
what should it take for a woman to support another woman's business? Now, you're going to see that the responses are, first of all, let me ask Thelma and Michelle, do you understand that question?
Absolutely.
Yeah, totally. And yeah,
Absolutely.
I totally. And I have my own of course, opinion about that. But yeah, I want you to continue because me and
Okay,
Michelle have
so
talked about this. Not only with what
Extensively.
you're,
Yes, we have.
not
Yes,
only
we
with
have.
what you're trying to do, but with other things, other businesses, and how people don't respond. And I have some reasons that people don't do that also. But I have some
okay, but you know
possible.
what?
I have some
Let
possible
me
solutions.
read through what
Yeah.
what the comments say. It's
Right.
not just our group, other women's groups, really
Right.
large
Okay.
groups.
Right.
Even
Okay.
these comments are even by, I think one of the groups has like 80,000 members, and
Right.
Ooh.
the founder of the group. So these comments are not coming just from just
Oh,
anybody.
right. Right.
Okay. So these are the comments. And after, I want to hear, we're going to wrap it up by you,
Right.
Thelma Hardy, who's been kind enough to join us, and Michelle, giving your perspective and your take on this question. But let me read the responses. Some of them come from, you may have made the comments. I know some of these comments are from Michelle. So one of them says, so it may not make sense, the answer, but I'm going to read it as they posted it, because this goes to the point that Michelle made earlier. Sometimes people are just not listening.
Yeah.
So you understood the question. I understand the question. Michelle understands the question. And I'm not saying this to take a dig at anyone,
No, I
but
know what
some
you're
people
saying.
just don't comprehend your ask,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly.
So these are the responses verbatim.
Okay.
Number one, most likely for her to also be an entrepreneur and business owner, that she knows all the work that goes into it and happy to support another woman's business for free. Another response, she has a giving heart and the desire to see others succeed as well. That's on point and very responsive to the question. A woman who is talented in business with the appropriate degree or degrees, has time and integrity, and would support another woman's business for free. And then another person responded, that is a good question. By creating an informative and inspiring article, you can empower women to support each other and contribute to the success of female entrepreneurs. Not very responsive. Another answer, just a desire to see another woman succeed. I have a friend who started a food business. I am a retired chef, and she often consults with me on various aspects of her business. I gladly support her and happily answer her questions. Another response, it takes a willingness to take a few minutes out of your day to share posts, etc. It takes empathy and compassion to walk in her shoes and be willing to share your own resources. You cannot have a competitive spirit.
I agree with that.
And then next response, post business to my followers and give encouragement to others. And then another response, women power, sisterly love. Another response, a loving spirit. It takes a loving spirit. Another response, just ask. Like just ask. It should only, to her, you just have to ask her and she will support. And then another response, it takes having a service or goods that is needed and being intentional about patronizing particular businesses. Right? We said that was one of the reasons.
Yeah.
And then somebody said, what I believe is going to take is for those of us that understand how this works to set an example for those who have yet to see and understand. I think that's you, Michelle.
Yeah, that's
And
me.
then Okay, I'm moving on. I want to get through these so I can get you guys response and then we can conclude. Someone says, having an abundance mindset helps tremendously. Knowing that there is more than enough business out there for all of
Mm,
us to succeed,
I
so we
agree with
don't
that.
have to compete.
Yeah, I agree.
Collaborate instead.
Yeah,
Just love and support each other and believe that what's
I
divinely
love
meant
that.
to be for me and for my sestra will flow. That was one of the comments
I
from one
love
of our
that. I
sestras.
think Carol wrote that, maybe Carol. So that
All
sounds
right.
like that. Yeah, but
All
it's
right.
I
So
like that comment.
all right. Another comment was by sharing each other's posts, recommending each other's products, sharing events and tools, which can be helpful and beneficial for each other's business. Pray for each other's businesses and not being selfish. Always be willing to lend a helping hand. Life is a circle. Think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Very positive comment. Another response, acknowledging that you didn't get to where you are without someone's assistance. It means
Uh-huh.
reaching back and pulling your sister up the next rung of the ladder so you both win. Exclamation point, she
I
said.
like that. I like that. I like that. I like it.
Right? Someone said, I share who and what I believe in. I'm no longer looking for a paycheck, nor do I have business to promote, but I'm all about Sestra now and what our mission is. I found true lifelong sisters in this group and a safe place to be me. I support my best when I'm helping others. I may not purchase your products, but I definitely support in other ways. Love you, girls.
There we go. I know who
Um,
that is. And
Me
that's I
too,
like that
right?
too.
Me too, me
Yeah.
too. And then the last two, dedication and strategy, someone responded. And then the last one, I will support another woman's business if I need the product or service that she is offering for free. I most certainly will. I love seeing people prosper. So those were the comments from different women, but we're coming on 7:36. So I want to wrap this up by giving you an opportunity, Michelle, and then you an opportunity, Thelma, to answer this question and maybe respond or reply to some of what was said here about what on this topic and this subject of the top reasons people don't support your business. So let's start with Michelle and then we'll wrap it up with Thelma.
Mhm. Short and sweet. I like the comments. They are, and for the most part, everybody hit the nail on the head. See, it's you know what it is? It's about not being selfish. There is no competition because nobody is you. I don't care. 1,000 of us, like Miss Thelma, she sells Avon. My mother used to sell Avon. Get out of the competition. Get the competition out of your head.
Right,
Be
right,
more of service. Be more of service. And this is why I talk about building relationships
right.
because people buy from people they like, know, and trust. Now, everybody's not going to like you, but they may trust you and say, you know what, listen, she's a little bit harsh, but she's sincere, and I do like the product. They'll purchase. So at least you got to have 2 out of 3. The bottom line is the comments are on point. Sincerity, an abundance of compassion and empathy, and the desire to see other women grow.
And succeed, right? I
Mm-hmm.
agree,
Grow and
Michelle.
succeed. Grow and succeed. Yep.
All right. And again, before Michelle, since Michelle is done, I'm going to let Thelma go. But Michelle, I want you to give you an opportunity to tell everyone about your business, product, and service and where they can find you.
Yes. I am I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an advocate for women, an advocate for autistics, parents, and caregivers. I am an autism travel professional. I got a certificate. I am the Boo
Congratulations.
Fairy. I'm the Boo Fairy. I rescue women from their painful and uncomfortable bras. Right now, I am in the process of setting up a nonprofit so that we can sponsor families. I already have the name of the scholarships and everything because my purpose as an entrepreneur is to serve and solve problems. So we had a very successful autism family vacation in August. Uh, the next one is already scheduled. It's on the books for 2024. And you can find me on the Sestra Now app. You can find me on Facebook. On Facebook, I'm Michelle Renee Alexander Druitt. On the Sestra app, I'm under Awesome Families. I'm under the Boob Fairy. The thing about it is, one last thing, Stephanie, when you're looking for something, the internet has made it so easy. Sometimes you can just type in the first few words.
Yes.
I was blown away when I found out Google knows who the Boob Fairy is.
Yeah.
That took me away. Same thing with Awesome Families when I had to search for the name. It comes up right away. So there is no excuse for not being able to find what you want. You know, like I said before, we do what we want to do, and for things we don't want to do, we make excuses.
Woo-hoo. All right. Thank you, Michelle, for joining us. And I'm going to let Thelma. Thelma, will you please introduce yourself and tell everyone what products and services that you have to offer and where we can find you?
Okay, yes, my name is Thelma Hardy, and I do the most fabulous lemon pound cakes
Oh,
that
they
you
look
ever
so
want to
good.
taste.
They look so good. I got to get one.
I'm also passionate about skincare. I like to educate, not makeup. We talking about skincare. That's
It's a
the
difference.
basic,
Tell them.
and it's a difference. And I do Christmas gift bags. This is the second year I've done Christmas gift bag. It is taking off. I think last year I sold one person 17 gift bags.
Ooh.
Okay. How I approach this is I follow people that know what they're talking about. Cynthia Ellis is one. And the other person I want you to look up is Ty Goodwin.
Yes, I followed them both too.
Ty, now, for the folk, and just like Michelle said, they have to change their language. Stop using that word competition.
Stop it.
The Coke and Pepsi and all the other soft sodas worry about what the soda companies are selling. No, they don't. They put their stuff out there in the market. There are 50 million soda products. Look at the store shelves. Okay, so you be up there on the store shelf just like everybody else, and you promote your product. And a lot of people, like you said, you just can't go like, okay, I have the app on your site, but nobody's gonna come there unless I promote it and talk about it.
Exactly.
Some of these people sign up for so many programs and things, and then they sit back and they do nothing. They do absolutely nothing. So, and the reason why I talked about Ty Goodwin is she gives you a free call for you to go over what you're trying to do. And she just clears out all those cobwebs, because some of the ways that people are looking at their business, they're not even looking at it right. And and if somebody will give you a free call and clear all the cobwebs out your mind, you're doing differently. And it may make you start doing something. So that's my suggestion, that people find people that really know what they're talking about. Right. And go to their post. And right now, those are the only two women that got it going on in my book about strategy, marketing, and getting your name out there.
All right. And you know what? I'm going to make sure that I invite them maybe to do a workshop Wednesday, each of them, to speak to the women in our organization, the business owners, about marketing.
Yes. Because you got to know how to market what you got. Right. That's it.
You got to know how to market yourself.
And market yourself. And you may be talking to the wrong audience. You may be talking to the wrong audience. Sometimes you have to target. That's what Ty talked about. You have to target certain people. You can't just go out there and put it out there. Everybody ain't going to want it. Right. Everybody's not going to want it.
True.
No matter how good it sounds.
True. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, ladies, we're gonna wrap this up. We went a lot over 30 minutes, but I thank you so much for taking the time to on this
Yeah.
important,
Could I
very
make one
important
other
topic.
suggestion? Yeah, can I make one other suggestion too? Would you
Sure,
be
sure.
willing to pick, like, out of everybody that's already on the app now, on your app, like, do Zoom and pick like 5 of the companies and go live and give each person 10, 15 to 20 minutes to just state what they're doing, just to
Yep.
give them some visibility
Mhm.
and see
Well,
how many
this is
people
what
want to
we
do that.
definitely, Thelma. This is what we've been doing. We actually Workshop Wednesdays is available to anyone that wants to do it. You know what I mean? Like you can have the
Right,
whole 30 minutes if you think you can cover that
right,
time.
right. Yeah.
So,
But I
so
would like to see that. Yeah.
Michelle did one, right,
Yeah, I did
Michelle?
one. You know what? That's a good idea. That's a good idea. I got to think about it. But offering that that workshop Wednesdays, people in the context like Thelma had put it,
Right.
Excuse me.
you can go live in front of 1,700 women
Right.
at workshop Wednesdays. Talk. We want to hear about you and your business. I'll think of it'll come to me. The advertising
Okay,
for
so
workshop
let's try to
Wednesday.
do this since
Yeah.
we're in the holiday season. How about
Yeah.
we put our heads together and put the next workshop? I was going to do it on immigration, but next week Wednesday, let's do something along the lines of the marketplace and promoting all of you guys that are on our marketplace. That way we promote the
Exactly.
app and we promote you.
There
Does
we
that
go.
sound good?
There we go.
Exactly.
Yep. See what happens
Exactly.
when we put our heads together?
Exactly.
See
Because
that?
they gotta know, they gotta see people. People want to see people.
Yep. They want to see people.
All right.
I'm
So
I'm
let's put
showing up
our
with
heads
my
together.
Camry.
And
Yep.
You sure?
next Wednesday at 7 p.m., we will do a workshop Wednesday, like a app marketplace showcase type of thing. Okay, so let's
Right
put our
here.
heads together
Exactly.
and let's get that ready for next week. And maybe we can get Ty and
And Cynthia.
Cynthia. The Cynthia is definitely on the app marketplace on
Yeah.
there to give some marketing tips to the ladies after they, everyone talks about what they offer. We can wrap it up with maybe those two ladies talking about
Right.
their services and how they can do what we all want. We want to blow ourselves up and get business.
Exactly.
So let's talk about this.
Okay, wonderful.
Exactly.
I'm in.
Great idea,
Yeah.
Thelma. And
Okay.
so I'm going to say a
Let's
good
do it.
night to
Good night.
everyone.
I'm going to bed so I can be up at 2 a.m.
So we want to
And I
thank
love-
everyone
I
for
love your
joining
braids,
us.
too. Yeah, your
I'm
braids
sorry,
are
Thelma.
beautiful. I said your braids are beautiful.
Yes, they
Oh,
are. I
thank you
told
so
her.
much.
Your hair.
Yes, they are.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate
Yes,
that.
they are. I
So
meant to
let
tell
me
her
just
that.
see. I'm gonna
Let's
stop
do
the
this.
recording. Thank you everyone for joining us for this week's Workshop
Okay.
Wednesday. And I just want to a special thank you to Thelma and Michelle for joining us. And please check out their products and services. All right,
Thank you.
everyone.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Good night.
night.